Tensions run high and sometimes players just can't control their emotions. In this video, we will be going through some of the most dramatic moments in tennis history, so strap in and enjoy. Our first clip involves arch rivals Medvedev and Tsitsipas. This was back in 2018, and after Medvedev won the match, Tsitsipas calls him a Russian. Medvedev reacts, leading to a moment that has been joked about a lot in tennis community, saying, "You better shut your up, man."
Man, you better shut your up, okay? You have some rolls?
Just one of many dramatic, entertaining moments between these two great tennis players. In this clip, Fernando Gonzalez gets frustrated with his opponent not being ready for his serve. In tennis, the server sets the pace, meaning the receiver needs to match it. Gonzalez takes out his frustration on his opponent with a massive forehand, taking him at his opponent very accurately. You can feel his anger through this screen. Now we join the colorful Fabio Fognini in Shanghai. The Italian spits on court, something that the umpire does not take kindly to. He gives him a warning that Fognini doesn't particularly appreciate, and the two continue to butt heads throughout the match, with disagreements about time violations and line calls. Props to the umpire for sticking to his guns here. You couldn't make a video about drama in tennis without Australian Nick Kyrgios. This fan footage shows him getting upset with someone in the crowd before his anger boils over and he smashes his racket and even throwing a chair onto the court. He was of course disqualified. This is like a scene from a reality TV show. Next up is David Nalbandian in the final of Queens in 2012. Angry with himself, Nalbandian kicks some wood in front of the line judge's chair, shattering it and injuring the line judge in the process. He clearly regrets it, but it's too late, and he too is defaulted, meaning Cilic won the title. Not the best way for the Croatian to win his first Queen's title, but there was no choice except to disqualify Nalbandian. Yet another disqualification next. In this match, Michael Mmoh was underperforming. At one point, he simply can't contain his anger and frustration anymore and launch his racket. Unfortunately, he sends it straight towards the line judge who was injured by the racket. And that's the end of the tournament for Mmoh. These line judges just can't catch a break. Sometimes drama can be funny. Here, a doubles player misses a very easy smash completely, not even getting a touch on the ball. Her opponent finds this very funny and cannot stop laughing, even when it's her turn to serve. You can see her trying to stop as hard as she can, but it's no use. She's like a kid in class who's been told to stop laughing. Back to disqualifications now. Here's Denis Shapovalov, hammers a ball in frustration which sails right into the umpire's face with some force. In tennis, if a player hits an umpire with a ball outside a point, it's an automatic disqualification, which is what happens here for the Canadian. Not exactly undeserved in this case. It's a massive hit from Shapovalov, even the slow-mo looks fast. In this press conference clip, Roger Federer deals with a silly question beautifully. A reporter makes an insinuation that there are no other great tennis players on tour at that time, and gets shot down by Federer, who says, "Be careful with how you phrase questions," and then calling it a stupid question.
You gotta be careful how you phrase a question. You don't want to be rude to the other players because you gotta face them. I don't have to face them. I don't ask them stupid questions like that.
Unsurprisingly, Federer deals with this question with a lot of class and respect. Novak Djokovic is no stranger to hostile crowds, as he is often booed despite being one of the sport's biggest legends. In this match against Dimitrov, Djokovic is extremely pumped up. After winning the second set, he swears back at the crowd, giving them a taste of their own medicine.
Given the physical condition of Dimitrov.
I wouldn't mind seeing more of this from Djokovic. You can't blame him for reacting to a hostile crowd. Gonzalez appears for the second time in this video. Gonzalez believes that the ball was out, but when the umpire takes a look with the help of a line judge, they decide it was in. After some arguing with the umpire, Gonzalez decides that actions speak louder than words and rubs his bottom on where the mark was. A unique sight on the court for sure. I think I've seen my dog do that before. Back to the WTA for another player versus player argument. In this third set tie break, things get a bit heated as Venus Williams is struggling with fatigue and taking a long time to get ready. As tensions rise, opponent Vinci finally gets fed up and says to Venus, "What the f***? Do you want a tea or coffee maybe?" The pair calm down after the match, but no love lost there. We now join Andy Murray and Novak Djokovic at 5-5 in the first set. Break point to Murray. The two battle it out with a really exciting point. Djokovic gradually gains an advantage, goes to the net, and uncharacteristically misses an easy volley. His fury takes control of him, and he smashes his racket. I can't help but feel sorry for the poor racket. In this old clip, we have one of the tennis legends, John McEnroe. A massive character, McEnroe was famous for outbursts just like this one. If he thought he was in the right, the American would let everyone know and unload a torrent of abuse at the umpire. His matches were a must-see thanks to his infamous meltdowns. Say what you want, the atmosphere is electric in this match. In this famous clip, Serena Williams has had enough. Believing the umpire made a mistake earlier, Williams berates him and demands an apology. Later, the tournament supervisor comes out and Serena's in tears. The situation is eventually resolved as Williams lost versus Naomi Osaka. Serena has been victim of poor umpiring in the past, but she takes this too far in my opinion. Now let's move on to some drama for the right reasons. In this clip, we can see Goran Ivanisevic win the Wimbledon title in 2001. As if 9-7 in the final set wasn't dramatic enough, Ivanisevic was a wild card coming into the tournament, meaning he didn't actually qualify. He became the only ever man to win a Grand Slam as a wild card. A very sportsmanlike reaction to Pat Rafter, and just look how happy the crowd is. A special moment. Wimbledon again for our next clip. Having lost the final the year before, Andy Murray had the expectations and dreams of a country on his shoulders. Wimbledon hadn't been won by a British tennis player for over 70 years, and Great Britain desperately needed another. In a fantastic performance, Murray beat Novak Djokovic and won the Wimbledon title in one of the best moments for British sport as a whole this century. Truly amazing stuff. Look how much it means to the crowd. For our last clip of the video, we have another very dramatic Wimbledon moment, and it might be time to look away if you're a Federer fan. It's the 2019 final, Federer vs. Djokovic. After 4 sets, it was 2 sets apiece, meaning a final set would decide it. At 8-7, Federer leads his service game, 40-15, giving him 2 championship points. He loses both and goes on to lose the match, and this was his last ever chance to win a Grand Slam. It could have been such a fairy tale Federer-Wimbledon story, but Djokovic was too good. So that was our compilation of just some of the most dramatic moments of tennis history, from stupid questions from reporters to explosive arguments to historic wildcard victories. Did you enjoy the video? If so, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to let us know what you would like to see in another video in the comment section below.